Okay, so now we're going to make a bed in perspective. A bed in perspective is a little bit tricky, but it's essentially like a dresser that's just flipped on its side. So we're going to start with a rectangle, but instead of having a vertical orientation, it's going to have a horizontal orientation. So let's start just as we did before. On this diagonal line, we're going to put a dot, and it's about a centimeter up from the bottom. We're going to make a short vertical line and a long horizontal line. So across the bottom, line your ruler up, as we always do with the edge of the paper, and we're going to make a line across at least 3 inches in length. At least 3 inches. 3 inches is your minimum length. Okay, so 3 inches. Now we're going to make it about an inch tall. So I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge of my paper, and I'm going to go up about an inch. Okay. So now I'm going to take this L that fell over and turn it into a rectangle. So I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge of the paper, and I'm going to make a light horizontal line. And then I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge of the paper and make a vertical line. Okay, so now I have this cool box. This box is going to turn into a bed. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw it back to the vanishing point. Now obviously it can't go on forever and ever and get sucked into a void. So a bed is going to come a little bit lower than the doorknob or the dresser. So I'm going to make a horizontal line on my paper. This horizontal line is below my doorknob. This horizontal line is below the top of my dresser, and I'm just going to draw super lightly across this horizontal line. Okay, so that's where all my lines are going to stop. Now I'm going to make a dot on 1, 2, 3 corners. So this top 2 corners will go to the vanishing point, and this little bottom corner is going to go to the vanishing point. So here we go. Let's take our pencil, put it on the vanishing point, rotate, stop at dot. So I'm drawing between that far dot and the vanishing point, and I'm going to stop at that horizontal line. So I'm going to draw, stop at the horizontal. Now I'm going to do the next corner, which is this corner here. I'm going to draw from that corner of the bed to the vanishing point. I'm going to draw lightly, stopping at that horizontal line, and one more. I'm going to draw from the bottom corner, there again, stopping at that horizontal. Okay, now we've started the bed. Now the bed is kind of getting sucked into the wall. We're not fully done here. So these are the same steps that we did for the dresser. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to erase the lines that are inside the bed. This is important. These lines would not be shown. A bed is opaque. A bed is not translucent. So we're going to erase the lines that are inside the bed. So also so we don't get confused. Okay, so now it's time to close the shape. So the top of the bed, I think that's a little bit too skinny. So I'm going to lower it just a little bit. So I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to line it up with the edge of my paper, and I'm going to make a horizontal line between these 2 dots is a horizontal line, so I'm going to put a horizontal line here. Boom. Okay? I'm going to erase this little bit of extra line, and I'm also going to erase that horizontal line that I made initially that was a little too high up for my taste. Now, between these 2 dots is a vertical line. That means between these 2 lines over here is going to be a vertical line. So I'm going to go here, and here, and I'm going to make a vertical line. But this time I'm going to keep going. I made this vertical line long so I can turn it into like a leg of a bed. So I went all the way down past the edge, and I'm going to give it a thickness, and it's going to become a little leg for the bed. How cute is that? So cute. I'm going to erase any lines that are extra or outside the border, and then just go ahead and darken in what's there. Alright, so the bed wouldn't have one leg, it would have several legs. So I'm going to make vertical lines on the ends here. So the bed has legs. Later on I would remove that tape and fix that up. Okay, on your bed you could add a pillow, draw a little pillow. Oh, I don't like those little points, they look silly. So I'm going to make a pillow here, and the pillow would overlap here. You could make a blanket, so you would go like across, and then it's going to go down, across, down and then end like that. A little blanket. Let's make blanket end like this. Okay, and then maybe curled up on the bed is a little cat. Little cat on the bed. Little sleeping cat.